Okay, so today we've entered a new stage in this market cycle. We're going to come to you with one show this morning, and 5 minutes before the show, Sheldon came to me and said, look, whatever you plan to do on the show, stop, because there's something else that I want to talk to you guys about. I want to show you guys a brand new market cycle that's playing out in front of our eyes right now. If we play this next market cycle correctly, we could make life-changing returns. If we don't, we could land up losing a lot of money. So today is all about this new market cycle. So stay tuned until the very end, because that's when I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to trade it. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. What a morning. I mean, we had a show planned out for you. Sheldon had the charts. We're going to show you guys the entry points. 3 minutes before the show, Sheldon walks in, red. Like, listen, stop. Something's happening. I'm like, Sheldon, what? Like, look at this chart. Look at this chart. And so I think he's right. I think there's actually a new cycle at play. You would have noticed this. I mean, if you looked at your portfolios today, I bet you that your portfolios are down. Your portfolios are down from yesterday. And at the same time, ETH is up and Bitcoin is kind of flat. So what's going on? What is this new market cycle all about? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So super important show. If you're new to the channel, well, welcome. Where have you been? What do you mean no one told you? Only now. Okay, so welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, join this community, because this is the fastest growing community in the entire interweb. In fact, let me see how fast the community is growing. It's actually quite scary how fast this community is growing. And I'll tell you why it's so scary, because we are giving away the Banter bags. So when we get to 10,000 subscribers on this channel, we're going to give the Banter bags to the community. Now, you know what the Banter bags is. Everyone knows what the Banter bags is. It's the biggest giveaway in crypto history. Fred, play that video that you always play, that whole, Fred plays this video. So I'm not even going to talk, because you guys know this video, right? Basically, what it is we took $10,000, we invested it into pre-market allocations, and then the Banter bags started to explode because everybody wanted to be in the Banter bags. And so now we're at a point where we have to give away the Banter bags, because we said when we get to 250,000 subscribers, we are going to give the Banter bags to the community. And if I look at my screen now, let me quickly call up the screen so that you guys can see it. Yesterday, remember yesterday when we started the show, 206,500 subscribers. Right now, as you see, 213,502, which means that we have 36,500 subscribers to get, and then we have to give away the Banter bags. We've given away 4 winners. There are another 6. So let's say we grow at 6,000 people a day, like we have been growing. That's 36,000. So 6 more days, 6 more winners. That means 1 winner every single day. I mean, just get this, like 6 more days, we're going to give away the Banter bags. The Banter bags are valued at right now. Let's get Freddie to call it up. Okay, so $426,243. But remember, $6,000 of Donkey Finance, $1,000 of Beyond Finance, Unreal Finance, or hey, Freddie, Orion Network is already listed. Beyond Finance is already listed. So we should add those on, bro. Okay, amazing. So the Banter bags given to the community when we get to 250,000 subscribers. We are on 213,522. If you're not a subscriber, now's a great time to subscribe. So I'll wait. We'll wait for you. Come on. Almost. I mean, we got all day. We'll be here all day just waiting for you guys to subscribe. There we go. Come on, I know there's more of you. We got all the time in the world. All right, we actually don't have all the time in the world, because the sniper has some wisdoms to show us. Sniper. Okay. Sniper, are you there, bro? You are muted.
Sorry, what's up, guys? What's up?
I think you're going through the wrong microphone again. I think you're going through your laptop, not through your earset. While he is doing that,
there we go.
I'm going to pull up the ETH. There we go. That's much better. Okay, Sheldon, what is going on? Why were you in such a panic earlier? What is this change in market cycle?
So the first thing, Rand, and obviously it hit me yesterday with understanding the sort of steps in this market cycle when we're moving. Obviously, we know that Bitcoin rallies first. And we've always heard then, especially when you brought up yesterday, that Ethereum then runs next, and then we have the major alts that kick in next. And yes, it's sort of an idea in the beginning, but the charts are starting to show me exactly that. And what that actually means, that where we're getting to in this market cycle, is Bitcoin is no longer king right now. Right now, the full understanding of trading altcoins is 100% on Ethereum. And the way we know that is Ethereum is one of the only ones that held its ground through yesterday's little dump. It had a big candle. Look what's happening right in front of our eyes. We are breaking the next trend for Ethereum to rally up to the next point. So what it means is Ethereum is now taking that dominance, is dropping quite a bit. We'll get through that just now. But it's showing that Ethereum's taking the full stardom. It's even taking over from the alts. It means that right now there's no time for even altcoins right now. It is Ethereum, Ethereum, Ethereum. And the second one that's also making a big influence is BNB. So these two coins are leading by example, and it's starting to make the full understanding of what's the next step and what's going to about to move next and what's going to happen next in the market is Bitcoin is going to hold. It's going to be sort of flat for a while, playing that range, the same thing that we said. But Ethereum is going to steal the stardom. And once we get to wherever the Ethereum stardom is, I'm saying between 3,600, 4,000. We'll get to that now. Then it gets flushed down to the next group. So I don't see it getting flushed back to Bitcoin after this Ethereum run. I get it flushed back into the next sort of alts. If Fred, I wish we did have that thing that you did show yesterday of the cycle.
I'm going to get it for you guys. I'm going to get it for you guys.
That would be brilliant here. Because that will start because...
You know what this is, Sheldon. You know what this is, right? I don't know if you tell you.
Show us.
Okay, so you know what this is. This is...
Exactly as I have been predicting.
It's exactly as we have been predicting. This is not rocket science, and I'll show you why I say that. Let me find this tweet for you. It's not rocket science what's going on. It's exactly as we predicted, because crypto does move in cycles. I want to show you this. Okay, here it is. Okay. So, oh, sorry, that's not the right cycle, but that is a very good chart. So let's have a look here. There we go. So, path to alt season. Phase 1, Bitcoin. Phase 2, money flows out of Bitcoin. Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and we hear talks of the flippening, right? That's what people are saying, right? Now, watch this. So you go to YouTube and you press Lark. He's just one of the influencers. And you click that. Ethereum taking #1 spot. Sorry, Bitcoin. This is, I mean, you know, it's almost like
Exactly as I have been predicting.
It's exactly like he has been predicting. Everything is exactly like he's been predicting. But again, what we're showing you here is phase 1, Bitcoin. Phase 2, money flows into Ethereum. Ethereum starts outperforming Bitcoin. You'll see that now we're actually going to start moving into phase 3. Phase 3, Chainlink, BNB, Cardano. What did you tell me 2 seconds before the show started? What did you say to me, Sheldon? You said to me, who's about to break out?
Yeah, Chainlink, Cardano. There's a few here as well that I'm going to show you guys now. So what we're actually looking at, Rand, is we got the confirmation that we are in phase 2. Right, which is big. So if you go have a look at all the altcoins to the Ethereum pair, they're all rallying, they're all losing a lot of value to Ethereum. But the thing is, those dailies are starting to get to a high point now. And what that means is we're going to start getting the turn where these alts are going to start outperforming Ethereum for a little while. And this is starting to show us that this is where we're now going to get the flip into the major alts. So the fact that we knew that, you know, we set it from $2,100, $2,000, guys, turn your Ethereum, turn your Bitcoin, turn a portion of your Bitcoin into Ethereum. Having a look at that now, you're actually 50, 60% up on your Bitcoin, which is huge.
Who said that we need to turn Ethereum, a portion of your Bitcoin into Ethereum?
You did, and so did I.
Okay, great. I mean, guys, we told you this. It's like you had the memo. You had the memo. We said you turn some of your Bitcoin into Ethereum. Is it too late to turn some of your Bitcoin into Ethereum now?
For now, yes, because we've already hit, and we actually will go through that quickly. So if we have a look at what's happening to the Bitcoin to Ethereum chart, is we are rallying super strong. Look at that, guys. Look at that on the daily, which was big. Now, the only thing that I'm seeing, and this is where I see the flip happening now from the major alts that will start coming into play. So what I see for the next month of Ethereum is us going up to the 0.085 to that dollar that you spoke about. But that's obviously, you know, we know the standard issue of us forming the cup. So that's the main sort of goal that I see Ethereum starting to push. The only thing is we've had a huge impulse wave. After a big impulse wave, we always have a small correction. If we go have a look at what happened previously over here, we had, this is where I see Ethereum right now to the BTC, this wave that we are creating here. And in that wave, I see a small wave down, the little cool-off stage, and then the next rally from Ethereum. I see this the whole year. This is what I see us playing out for the next few months with Ethereum. We are here only in the beginning, which means we're going to have this cool-off stage. Now, where does that get fluctuated to and move to? Because that dominance still has a lot of room to move downwards. So in this, I see us having the small little pullback here. So let's mark it up here quickly. There we go. We hit the zone here, small pullback, and then the rally up to the next point. It can smash completely through that and go to the next one. But what I'm focusing on now is this little turn over here. And that's where I see the flip happening back into the major alts. Now, the small cap alts, I think, are still going to come a bit later.
You know what I'm hearing? Let me tell you what I'm hearing in the market. So everyone's saying you can't buy ETH right now, right? Everyone's looking at ETH and saying, look, you can't buy ETH right now. What does that mean? It means that no more money is going to flow into ETH. Okay? It means that Bitcoin, the narrative is that Bitcoin is going to move sideways. The narrative is that ETH is now a little bit expensive. So the newbies are coming in. And, you know, I had a phone call yesterday where a cousin of mine phoned me and he said, tell me about Cardano. And I said to him, why? He said to me, because Bitcoin's run and ETH at all-time highs. And Cardano is next. That's exactly what's going to happen. So that's what we said is exactly what's going to happen. You'll get a pullback in ETH. The money won't go into Bitcoin. The money stays in the crypto ecosystem, so market cap doesn't come down. Where does it go? That's the big
exactly question. And that's where it's going to get fluctuated. And not to say that Ethereum is going to become weak. It's not. It's just going to hold a sort of range. Stay between 3,000, 3.6, 3.3. It's going to hold its level and it's going to prep for the next. A little bit of sideways. We always remember that they need to prep for a move before it can happen. So Ethereum, I still think it's looking hot on its wheels now. So we haven't hit the top on Ethereum until we have the switch. But the switch is going to be happening I think it's going to happen in this week. And we're going to have a big explosion from some of these coins and we'll get through them now. It's just Ethereum hasn't hit the top yet. So I still think Ethereum to 3.6 to somewhere in that region, and then it's going to slow down a little bit, and we're going to then start to get the moving. But at the end of the day, what's the narrative of the story is Ethereum is now the leading indicator in this market. And to understand that, it's huge because we know what's next. So we know that Ethereum needs to get where it needs to get. We had Bitcoin do its rally the first part of the year. We now have Ethereum doing its rally. What's next? It's the major alts. And from that, then it gets fluctuated to the whole market and everything then goes berserk. So Ethereum's still on par. I do think we're going to hit a sort of top between 3.6, somewhere in that level, and then hover between the 3,000 and 3.6 for the next week or two. Just hover and prep for the next move. What's going to happen in that time? Why do I say that? Because I still don't see this dominance stopping because there is no support.
47.25. I mean,
it's doing what we ran. It's literally playing out. We are painting this roadmap and it's playing the roadmap perfectly right now. The acceleration is kicking in.
Fred's going 1% a day, 1% a day. Every day, Fred wakes up in the morning, altcoin drops 1%. Fred buys more Trias. Fred cuddles Trias, holds Trias, caresses Trias.
Trias. How's it going there, Freddie? How's it going with your Trias there? I haven't even had a look. Okay, so anyway, main thing is we know dominance is still weak. We have no support in this range. Small amounts here, but this is still very strong acceleration downwards. Now, if Ethereum is going to calm down, what's going to happen? We're going to start shifting to that phase 3, even if it's a smaller alt cycle right now. And bigger picture, we still got the whole year. We're going to have a big explosion, catch-up time for a lot of the next alts. So what we're doing today is we're going to actually have a look. I got 2 USDT trades for everyone, but we are mainly focused on the BTC. Why? Because you've just put your money into Ethereum and you've just made 60% more Bitcoin. Now, while Ethereum has this little cooldown, where are you going to slip some of that money to keep making Bitcoin? Because why? The dominance is continuing to drop. It's not often that we're able to make so much Bitcoin in a market. So take advantage of that and keep moving to where we're going to keep making Bitcoin. And then we will shift back when we start breaking the next levels. So the main ones that I want to chat about. Yesterday, I gave ZIL out as a USDT trade. Okay. But the reason why every trade that I'm starting, especially the higher caps, this is where we take it serious because it's Bitcoin time now. We don't play with small. The problem with smaller caps right now is if Bitcoin has any small retracement, a 10% retracement, those small caps get destroyed right now. And we are not at that stage where we should be playing. We should be playing it safe and making our Bitcoin and making it in the right way. There's going to be a time for that again. So why did I give that ZIL trade yesterday? It's because look where we're about to break through with this. We are literally at the stage now where we made the higher high. We had a small short-term retrace, and we're about to explode straight through this resistance. Now, what's next after that is the next part, top of the cup. So what it's saying over here, that in the next month, that ZIL can outperform Bitcoin by 85%. So today, I bet you there's a lot of panic in the market again, or it's not even a big retracement, but why is everyone panicking? Because you keep looking at dollars. And that's not the purpose of the dominance dropping. It's not the purpose of alt season. The purpose is to make Bitcoin. So understanding that yesterday we gave it a ZIL USDT trade, but this is why it was actually given. Because by holding ZIL for the next month gives the opportunity to make, and there's even a shorter time frame one, which can take us to there, between 52 and 85% more Bitcoin in the month of May. We then said we are expecting maybe a correction. We're going to see how it goes. But May, I do believe we are going to bank a lot of our money back into that Bitcoin. Why? Because eventually in this month, I see this dominance bottoming out somewhere. And where I do see it bottoming out is in the zone between the 43 and the 41. And what's going to happen then? It's going to go test that resistance. And that's the stage where we need to turn our money back into Bitcoin, because that can be the stage where Bitcoin maybe rallies to $70,000. Which means we're shifting from moving money and we're shifting straight back into the strong currency. And guess what? That when we have that dominance going up, and what people don't understand by trading to the Bitcoin pairs and that is, we are now trading a currency that's stronger than Bitcoin, right? Which means we make Bitcoin when we move. Then we're going to have the switch where Bitcoin overpowers again, which means that when we turn our money back into Bitcoin, we are actually making more of those altcoins because now it's overpowering, which means you are continuously making a currency that gains in that gains in value, if I could say. It's a moving currency. So what I mean by that is
the purpose of May is to, what we said yesterday on my show, is to accumulate more Bitcoin. What May is about, and I said this yesterday because yesterday was our first show in May. Write down the value of your portfolio in Bitcoin. Forget about the US dollar value. I don't care whether it goes up or down. What is the value of your portfolio in Bitcoin? And then at the end of the month, let's just make sure that you've accumulated more Bitcoin. How we do that is very simple. At the bottom here, every time we take profits into Bitcoin this month. We don't put profits into ETH. We don't put profits into Polkadot. We don't put profits into Cardano. We put profits into Bitcoin in the month of May. Why? Because the dominance is dropping, which means the relative strength of Bitcoin to the other currencies is dropping. So relative to the other currencies, Bitcoin has never been this cheap. In fact, it has, but only in 2017. We don't care about US dollars. If we leave this bull market with US dollars, we may as well be holding toilet paper. Okay? May is about accumulating Bitcoin. That is what we're going to do. We're going to accumulate much more Bitcoin.
Yeah, and I think to add to that, Ran, so this is to add to your prediction that this May is Bitcoin time. And June and July is going to be making altcoins, which means we're going to flip back into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to overpower Ethereum again. It's going to overpower all the altcoins. And because you're in Bitcoin, you're going to be making more Ethereum. You're making more Chainlink, more DOT, more all of these coins. And guess what? When it's time for them to rise again, you switch your Bitcoin back into the alts, and you make Bitcoin. Do you see how you're continuously making a currency? And I think that's the power of understanding.
Fred's whispering.
I think he's taking notes. He said
Litecoin is lifting off. Sheldon, let's have a quick look at Litecoin. I mean,
Litecoin.
We don't plan these shows. We try and plan them, but every time we do, something else happens.
We can never plan these shows, Rand, with this market. All we can do is just go with what the market goes. So there we go. Boom. Fred, you beast. But remember, we gave this. We said, holding Litecoin is going to make you Bitcoin. And there we go. There's the explosion. It just broke the highs now, which means Litecoin is looking to rally up all the way to these 40% up from here to your Bitcoin value. So a lot of the guys that did change their thing, the problem is it's gone now, Rand. So I got the next two for the guys that haven't got it yet. But for the guys that did listen and did get into some Litecoin, there we go. You're starting to make some brilliant, and one night stand.
For me, Litecoin is a one night stand. For me, Litecoin, one night stand. Why is Litecoin a one night stand? I don't see fundamentally any reason to have another store of value. I think all the store of values must be Bitcoin. I can't see a reason to have silver to gold. I don't buy that analogy. So we trade Litecoin. It's a one night stand. We don't hold it for a long time.
Make your Bitcoin and take it and go.
Exactly.
Have an exit plan. I think that's how we add to that.
Getty, but make sure you don't cuddle me after midnight. You don't want this thing stuck in your bags when the bear market comes.
Yeah. 100%. And that's a big thing, man. Fundamental coins will always recover from a dump. And that's a big thing that I've taken from what you've been saying. So Litecoin, that's great. So what's next? So firstly, ZIL is a good choice to take a nice portion, put some Bitcoin into ZIL. Remember, when you're about to change that Bitcoin into ZIL, how much Bitcoin did you have? Write that down, cool, get into ZIL. After the growth, you'll see when you sell your ZIL back into Bitcoin, how much Bitcoin have you got now? And what's nice is we can update as we go. So that one is big. Now, the story that I think is going to explode now when we speak about it is Cardano. So Cardano made a beautiful pull, and we're busy with the bottom of the handle. So we know a full cup, which took it from that point. We've made the full cup. Guys, remember what we said about Ethereum. Why is Ethereum exploding? Look at this accumulation. That's huge. That's huge. Based
on this, Cardano is going to like $7.
It's huge. It's huge. At the end of the day, and this is a big thing that I learned from Rudo, that this accumulation teaches you a big part of the result, which means we'll work out the dollar value, but we have the possibility of this shooting all the way up there. And having a look percentage-wise from where we're even sitting now is looking at a 350% growth on Bitcoin, which is monstrous.
Hold on. You're saying 350% growth relative to Bitcoin. Let's assume Bitcoin moves sideways, just for shits and giggles. Let's assume Bitcoin moves sideways, okay? Yep. Let me share my screen with you, and let's see how that stacks up on the fundamentals. So, Ethereum's market cap today.
I see what you're searching there, Ran.
Yeah, so I'm looking for Fred, bro. Looking after Freddy. Okay, so Ethereum's market cap now, $394 million. Say that Cardano gets to 50% of the market cap of ETH. Okay, just say 50%. That would mean a 10x from where Cardano is today. Okay, so you said 7x. No, sorry, you said 3x.
3x to Bitcoin.
Yeah, but I'm working under the
sideways. Yeah.
Bitcoin goes sideways. You're talking about Cardano at a market cap of $120, $150 billion. If ETH gets to 500 billion, okay, I mean, a Cardano of 150 million is not, 150 billion is not unheard of, right? I must say, I think I said on my show yesterday that I don't think Cardano is going to run that soon. But if the charts are saying it's going to run that soon, then Cardano must be the one.
The thing is, as much as we want to say it's not going to run soon or not, the problem is the market's showing us that. Ethereum's running. What's next? We've missed, for the guys that missed the Ethereum, what's next? You can't jump into Ethereum now. You can't, because it's a gamble right now, and you're going to end up losing Bitcoin rather than making it, because we're nearly at the short-term top for now. So what's next? Which means this can still sit for the next 3 days, but what's next to boom? And that's what makes sense. Your ADAs,
You take a little bit of profits out of Ethereum, a little bit. Even though I said yesterday, don't sell your Ethereum. If you're trading, not if you're investing. If you're investing, leave your money in Ethereum. If you are trading, take a bit of your money out of Ethereum and put your money into the next smart contract blockchain. What are the smart contract blockchains? Solana. 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 Solana.
And look and have a look at this, man. So, so if you're having a look here now, this is Cardano to Ethereum. Have a look at that weekly RSI. What is this is weekly. So you can see how long this played out. What has that weekly RSI just done? It's just started to hit the bottom. So this is showing us that we're going to have a pullback from the Ethereum. So it's showing us that Cardano is going to outperform Ethereum for a while. Is it going to get the high? We're not sure. But the main thing is it's going to have a bounce from the support that we have broken through, because that completely smashed the previous highs. So it's just coming down and testing imbalance. That's all that it is. Now, even if we don't make the previous high, it's showing us that Cardano can 114% outperform Ethereum in this next push up. Now, if Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin by 100%, you start to do the calculations. So the chart is showing us that we're starting to bottom out from Cardano to the Ethereum thing. So what you just said now, take a bit of your Ethereum profits. It makes sense now. As long as you've got a plan to buy your Ethereum back and more, it makes sense to be taking some profit, because why? You're shifting, moving money where you're making profits and you're moving it to the next. So I agree 100%. Cardano is looking great to BTC, and beautiful pullback and support bounce to come to the Ethereum pair. So that's looking really good and lining up good. The next one that I want to chat about now, which we should still, and there's still time to be getting in this one, is understanding that holding Link. Link has done nothing. It hasn't gone anywhere yet. Where are we right now? We are about to break daily resistance. What happened when Ethereum broke daily resistance? Where's the Ethereum BTC? There was daily resistance. So I just want to mark it out there for you guys. There we go. So that white line over there was daily resistance. Where are we with Link right now? We are right to break daily resistance. So what this shows me is even a push to the top, we can break it and we can go more. He's saying that Link, if you hold Link for the next month, you can make up to 80 to 100% more Bitcoin. So do you see how the chart is starting to line up? Bitcoin rally, Ethereum rally. Now it's the major alts. Let's not worry about the small cap alts yet. That's to make extra money on the side and to this way. The main thing is we are working in a cycle where it's Bitcoin time, baby. Make Bitcoin, make Bitcoin, make Bitcoin. So Link is the next one now that's about to break up strong and move. I'm not even worried about the dollar value. I'm worried about making Bitcoin.
One second. We have one viewer who's really, really smart. His name is Andre Smith. Andre Smith just said on the stream, he said, there's 12,500 people watching and only 6,100 likes. So I think what we need to do is interrupt this broadcast. Just like stop the broadcast. Just stop until everybody just likes the video.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Fred, how many likes have we got? .4. Okay, there's still 4,000 likes to go, so we'll see you in 4,000 likes. Freddie, how many likes? 8.7. Okay, cool. We can carry on. We can live with 8.7.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Cool. So this is great. So it means Link, Cardano, Zil are looking great for the next ones to move. We are working beautifully in that. BNB is good. That's cool. I don't want to go through too much on that. And obviously Litecoin is good. So that's the good BTC pairs for where I'm really starting to ape in quite a bit. I got into Ethereum. It's time to shift over now and to keep moving. Why? Because even the Link to Ethereum is showing me that Link's going to outperform Ethereum soon. Obviously, we saw the Cardano one and Zil. They're all showing me that we're going to have a bounce because Ethereum's been killing everything. Now we're going to have to turn for a bit. So even though in our heads we're saying that we're going to make Bitcoin, guess what? We're also going to make in Ethereum. And then you have the choice to say, do I want Ethereum? Do I want Bitcoin? And that's love. The fact that we have an option is brilliant. So those are looking really good. Now for the one night stand sort of trades or the shorter term trades, the one that I do want to give here is Flow. Having a look, I see the thing was thing. So Flow is looking really good. Why? Because we broke out of a beautiful trend. So if I have that in play, I see it was removed. There we go. Cool. So we have broken and we are coming down to come test support. So this is a shorter term for the more guys that just want to have a quick trade and make some quick bucks. Remember, you're not holding this for the long run. This is a quick trade. Make your 10, 20% and bank your profits and go buy some more Link or any other ones we have just spoken about. So a good buy between $31, $32, 32.5 in that zone is a great stock up zone for a push back up to the 40 to the 45%. So anywhere between 30 to 40% is where we're looking at for the short-term gains in the next 2-3 days. And take your money, but to be honest, guys, anywhere from 20%, just take some profits. This is just for you to make some extra bucks and make some extra money and just to free up so that you have more capital for the next one. So Flow is a good one to add. And then I think it was Crypto Lisa. Which one was it, Gran? That was speaking about AVA.
Yeah, she said Travala.
And I said it wasn't ready to buy yet. It wasn't yet. And you see we hovered. Now we're getting ready to buy it. So now it's starting to now break out, starting to get some good volume and starting to move. So anywhere, even where we are right now, between $5, $5.1 and $5.3 is a good short-term trade as well. This is a more active trade just to make some money, take your profit. So I've set a TP point at 6.3 to 6.5. So this is a nice 20, 25% that will play out quick the next day or two. And take those profits, bank those profits, and go buy some Litecoin, go buy some, Litecoin you can, but Link, Cardano, any of those. I can see it's already starting to rally here, so it's starting to get ready. So make sure that's to make some extra money. And I think that's about it for today, Ran. That's looking good. I think we've bombarded everyone. Start to learn Bitcoin. Ethereum's leading. We know it's the leading indicator. It hasn't topped out yet, but we're going to get to the stage, and then it's time for the alts to start overpowering Ethereum. So let's start moving what the cycle is giving us. It is painting us a picture, and let's stay on that road through this bull run.
So bottom line, if I summarize this for you guys, we are in an alt season. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy alt season where trillions of dollars are starting to flow into alts. But the only way to make real money this alt season is to trade with a strategy. If you guys hadn't watched today's show, you wouldn't have known that you have to trade out of certain coins, trade out of ETH into Cardano, into other smart contract blockchains. You probably would have stayed in Ethereum, and that would have been a mistake. It would have cost you Bitcoin, and it would have cost you Ethereum. So we have to trade in the strategy. Stay tuned, because later on today, on the next show, we're going to be talking to you about the strategy, how to read the cycle and how to trade the cycle. We're going to have Sheldon on, we're going to have Rudo on, and we're going to show you specifically what this cycle is about. Don't miss the next show, because it's basically the fundamentals behind what's going on here, what you've just seen on Sheldon's show. And it's going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing show. Also, I think we're going to have to give away a Banter bag, because we have 200 and an extra 500 subscribers now while you've been talking. So we're going to have to give away some Banter bags. All right, guys, we will see you again, 10 a.m. EST. Don't miss it. I think it'll be our biggest show. Until then, if you are trading, smash it out of the fucking park. Bring home the bacon. Let's make so much cash. Let's retire and have that party on the yacht like we discussed. Oh, hang on. That reminds me. We're probably all going to be in Miami. We're probably all going to the conference in Miami. Fred, Sheldon, me. We're going to be in Miami. We're going to have a meetup. We're going to host a party there for you guys. I think maybe Fred, what do you say we rent the yacht there and we have like a big party on the yacht for the crypto Banter?
Like a plan.
All right, so we will see you all again later, 10 a.m. EST. Until then, my friends, trade well.
Crypto Banter is a social podcast for entertainment purposes only. All opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers should not be construed as financial advice. Views expressed by guests and hosts do not reflect the views of the station. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research.